Balrog hurried to catch up with the Demon King. "My lord, wait, just hear me out." But Kang-Woo cut him off, turning with a cold, murderous glare. "Don't make me repeat myself." Balrog froze, then dropped to his knees. "Forgive me. I'll begin preparations immediately." Kang-Woo gave the others a small nod. "Summon Ammon, and bring the statues of the 7 princes of hell." The demons didn't hesitate. They scattered at once, rushing to carry out the king's command. A demon resembling an aged bird raised his hands skyward, chanting in an ancient, forgotten tongue. A strange, haunting melody echoed through the hall as it surrounded the statues of the princes of darkness. At the center, a pedestal began to glow, its light intensifying as Balrog stepped forward and pointed toward it. "Preparations are complete," Balrog announced. Lilith stood nearby, looking disheartened. She opened her mouth to speak, but Kang-Woo was already moving. He cast aside his armor, and walked solemnly toward the glowing portal. As Kang-Woo ascended the steps toward the portal, the bird-like demon, Ammon, the dark sorcerer, called out to him. "My lord," Ammon warned, "pouring this much magic into the statues of the 7 princes, it could warp the fabric of time and space. A dimensional rift is inevitable." Kang-Woo didn't stop. Begin the ritual. He stepped into the swirling cloud of magic and stared at the towering statues. "I can finally go home," he thought. Kang-Woo closed his eyes. A surge of demonic energy poured from his hands, flowing into the core made from the essence of 10,000 demons. The energy twisted and spun, forming a dense, glowing sphere. Then, drop, a soft sound echoed just before the core exploded. A towering pillar of light erupted upward, so intense it blinded anyone who dared to look directly at it. Ammon shielded his eyes, awestruck by the sheer force of the magic. "Magnificent," he whispered. The strange, ancient melody rose again, echoing around the statues. One of the giant effigies shifted, just slightly, and then, all of their eyes lit up with violent energy. The core's power flooded the chamber, casting light over every surface. As the psalm came to a close, Ammon looked toward the rift and saw Kang-Woo standing before it. "All 7 statues have awakened," he said. "The gate will open soon." Kang-Woo draped his cloak over his shoulders, his thoughts heavy. "Even if I return, there's no family waiting for me, no lover, no friends." He stepped toward the glowing rift. "Still, anything is better than this cursed, empty place." "It's time," he said quietly. Behind him, Lilith called out, her voice trembling. But Kang-Woo didn't look back. Then he heard it, soft sobs. He paused, eyes widening in surprise. Both Lilith and Balrog were crying, bitterly. They couldn't believe he truly intended to leave them. Kang-Woo shook his head gently. "Don't cry," he said. Pulling his cloak tighter around himself, he muttered internally, "She's seriously starting to creep me out." Lilith blushed and hugged herself, her eyes shimmering. "Such kind words, you'll make my heart explode with love." Bubbles began to pop from the suction cups on her chest, some strange liquid oozing out. Kang-Woo caught a glimpse of it and recoiled. "What is that?" Then she said it. "I'll come with you." "Nope." With a curse under his breath, Kang-Woo sprang forward in a single bound, straight into the rift. Lilith stood at the edge, watching as Kang-Woo plunged deeper into the swirling crevice. "I'll follow you, no matter what!" she shouted after him. Mid-fall, Kang-Woo glanced back and smirked. Then, without hesitation, he flipped her off. "Meeting you was never a pleasure," he said flatly. "Let's never see each other again." He continued to fall, faster and faster. 10,000 years in hell, he thought. There's no past I wish to change, no future I'm looking forward to. And yet, below him, a glowing sphere came into view. Earth, he realized. I've made it back. Kang-Woo landed near the glowing sphere, his heart pounding, his cheeks flushed with excitement as he whispered, "Finally, it's really happening." But just then, the sphere flickered. A system window appeared in front of him. Warning, atomic crack detected. Dimensional protection system Gaia activating. The space around him lit up, now overlaid with a glowing red grid. Kang-Woo looked around, confused. More system windows popped up in rapid succession. Alert. Core power exceeding safe limits. Something was going wrong, fast. System alerts kept flooding in. All dimensional protection mechanisms active. Kang-Woo narrowed his eyes. What the hell is going on? Warning. Gaia system overload. Lightning crackled across the red grid, striking in every direction. Several bolts slammed into Kang-Woo at once. He clenched his teeth as energy coursed through him. System error. Core cracks cannot be repaired. A sudden shockwave hit. Selective compression initiated. the system announced. Stop it! Kang-Woo shouted, just before another bolt struck his arm. He cursed, vision blurring. His limbs felt heavy. He tried to call out someone's name on his lips. Then everything went black. Kang-Woo opened his eyes, dim light filtering through the trees. He was lying on the grass, surrounded by sunlight and greenery. This had to be Earth. Slowly sitting up, he checked his condition. A system window appeared, displaying his status. Level 1, First Stage of Awakening. Strength 8. Physical Attributes 7. Intelligence 8. Vitality 9. Magic 12. One line caught his eye, special skills, unavailable. His powers were sealed. Suddenly, a roar echoed behind him. Kang-Woo spun around. Goblins were rushing at him from all directions. He was stunned. Goblins? These things never existed on the Earth I knew. Drawing his sword, he prepared to cut them down in a single strike. But something was wrong. The energy in his body felt off. The demonic power of the 10,000 cores was faint. The goblins closed in. Gritting his teeth, Kang-Woo clenched his fist. Fine. I'll use it now. His eyes glowed red, and with a single blow, he sent several goblins flying. His body shifted, momentarily transforming into the demon Shawback. With it came the blade's power. Another goblin charged. System notification: E-class monster defeated. Kang-Woo sliced it cleanly in half. EXP gained. Rage flickered in his eyes. Level up 4. Kang-Woo knelt beside the corpses of the fallen monsters. Squinting, he realized this wasn't just about stats. He actually felt stronger. Rising to his feet, he thought, I need information about this place. He extended his hands and activated Devour. Magic flared around him. From the corpses, he absorbed data about the monsters. But nothing about the world. Then, a system message appeared. 1 magic point acquired. Magic! He muttered, confused. It felt like he was walking through a field of bones. If there's a power from hell in this world, then this isn't Earth. Kang-Woo grabbed his head. He couldn't believe it. After surviving all the circles of hell, he had believed, truly believed, that he was going back to Earth. Then a scream pierced the air. He pulled his hands from his ears, startled. The cry didn't sound like a monster or a demon. It came again. A human scream? Without hesitation, he activated Veil Far Speed. In a flash, he vanished, leaving only dust behind. The trees blurred around him as he darted forward. For 10,000 years, all I saw were monsters with tentacles and dozens of limbs. I don't care what this person looks like. If he has 2 eyes, 1 nose, and 1 mouth, that's human enough. His cloak billowed behind him. Please, no tentacles. Just the thought of Lilith made his skin crawl. Finally, he spotted a group of monsters surrounding a lone figure. The figure glowed faintly. Kang-Woo held his breath, praying it was a human. First, he saw 2 eyes, then a nose. It's a girl, and most importantly, no tentacles. Tears of joy filled his eyes. He dashed forward even faster. A goblin raised its weapon over the girl. She exhaled, closed her eyes, and slumped against a tree, ready for the end. But just before the strike landed, a shadow flashed. The attack never came. She opened her eyes in disbelief. Kang-Woo had already finished off the last monster. Kang-Woo left behind a field of corpses and walked toward the girl. He extended a hand to help her up. As their hands touched, he noticed she was beautiful. Kang-Woo exhaled, eyes wide, lips slightly parted. It felt like falling into bliss. He quickly suppressed the emotion. Thank you for saving my life, she said softly. I'm Han-Sol. Kang-Woo was trembling from nervous tension. Han-Sol looked at him, puzzled. Is something wrong? Kang-Woo held her hand tightly and pulled her close. With a big smile, he suddenly blurted, Will you marry me?